Alrighty, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and back inside the HBO booth for yet another exciting action for you guys here today. And we have the big one. We have the Oregon Ducks taking on the Kansas State Wildcats. And up in the broadcast booth, it is yours truly, Jake. And join along beside me, I have Lamar, and down the sidelines we have Riley. All right, go ahead and talk to Lamar first. Lamar, what's going on, buddy?
How you doing? How's
Uh,
everybody doing?
oh, after that race today, fantastic. How are you doing today, man?
Going great. Louisville in the NCAA tournament. Can't wait. First time 6 years. Feel great.
Uh, Alrighty, we'll see how that goes. And of course, Riley, we'll go ahead and talk to him. What's going on down in the sidelines there, Riley?
Not too much.
Alrighty, as you can tell, the big one today, it is Oregon against Kansas State. Lamar, both of these teams have a lot of momentum going into this game. What's something we can expect here from both sides as far as both Oregon and Kansas State?
I can see a really offensive game. I mean, when these two teams, they both have really explosive offenses, and Electric, he is really going to try to get a lot out of Avery Johnson Jr. today. So we'll see what happens.
Alright, and speaking of Avery Johnson Jr., looks like Kansas State will get the ball first, and we'll see how that goes. They see so far this season looks to be Oregon been doing incredible things on the offensive side, and can can Kansas State be able to top that today? We're about to find out as we see Barnett. He's got his running back in the backfield. First and 10, ball at the 25-yard line. Let's see how this is going to go. Play clock one down four. Barnett's going to hand it off to Jackson. Jackson's going to run over to the middle. He's going to try to do a spin move, but it doesn't work out. Gain of 12 on the play.
All right, so yep, we see Electric, I believe, is making a quarterback change, but he's really going to try to pound the running game. He's going to run a lot with the quarterback, so we'll see if Oregon has anything to stop the quarterback run.
We'll see how that goes as looks like be a first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Follow that run right there. That was a tremendous run to be able to start the game off a 12-yard run right there. As we see Johnson Jr. in the backfield. He's going to have Jackson and somebody else right there. Jackson's going to run the ball to the right side again. This time, Jackson's going to go to the 40,
There he
to the
goes.
30, to the 20. Stopped at the 19-yard line. What a phenomenal run by Jackson right there.
Yep, as we see now, Joe Jackson, explosive run. So Electric already just two plays. I mean, and he's already got it down to the 19, so he's moving it early.
Yeah, he's definitely moving for sure. As we see, who is that right there? I think that is that Sonata, I believe, or anyways, no gain on the play.
That name is pretty crazy, I'm not going to lie.
But Sonata, that's actually a wrestler named after that. So second and 10, ball at the 18-yard line. And Jackson's going to run over to the left side. Jackson's going to make a man miss. Jackson's going to go and get himself a touchdown, Kansas State.
And those cuts were really beautiful. I mean, Joe Jackson, he's just a really, really quick and shifty running back. I mean, what he just did right there was incredible.
And
Taking it in for six.
And of course, I think that is a roughing the kicker penalty, but yeah, it's not going to mean anything. Let's go ahead and get to our sideline reporter, Riley. Riley, what did you think about that first drive from Kansas State?
Really run heavy there, and I mean, obviously Electric knows how to run the ball. He had not Donovan Edwards. What was his name?
Dylan Edwards.
Yeah, Dylan Edwards. He was obviously really good here, and then no shock to see another running back succeeding here.
Yeah, definitely do agree, but yet, let's go ahead and see how things are going to be for Oregon. What's something that we need to keep an eye on as far as Oregon side of things? As first and 10, ball at the 25. Dimes is feeling the pressure from this crowd, and it is rocking here. Dimes going to start the back pass. Dimes is going to get sacked for a loss of 5 right there. John Miles, the freshman from Kansas, with that sack. I don't know where Lamar went. I figured he would have had something to say about that play. But nevertheless, great job from the defense. Making them lose 5 yards right there. Second and 15. Dimes going to run over to the left side, and this time he goes down once again. This time tackled by Jordan Allen.
It's crazy because Electric's only rushing 3 and it's getting home.
Yeah, definitely a very different offense that we're used to seeing from the Oregon Ducks here. Now you're at a 3rd and 22, ball to 13, and Dimes. He's gonna have to try to be able to make some sort of adjustment. Dimes gonna start back to packs. He's got plenty of time in the pocket. Dimes is gonna get sacked
Down
for
he
the
goes
third
again.
time. This time I lost the three. Asa Newsom, the sack for him. So that is a quick 3 and out, 3 straight sacks for the Ducks here. Gonna give the Wildcats a good chance to have some good field position. Oh, and I don't know what that was, but nevertheless, he's gonna be stopped at the 45. Alrighty, let's see how this is gonna be. Johnson Jr. 1st and 10, ball at the 45. Here comes Jackson. Jackson, a tremendous first drive for him. He's already got 77 yards with 4 attempts under his belt already after that successful first drive. 2nd and 8. That was a gain of 2 right there. Johnson Jr. going over to the left side. Jackson is going to get himself I think maybe a gain of 5 right there. Joe Jackson definitely making a tremendous impact in this offense alone there, Lamar.
Joe Jackson is just so fast. Like he's just so quick, elusive, and fast. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh, I thought, never mind, I thought Sahara, but yet, I
Oh,
thought, oh my gosh. He's saying that's how a white man runs a football right there.
yeah, well, that was a really crazy run right there.
I thought that was going to be a loss right there, but no, he made a man miss. So good play right there for some hair right there. Johnson Jr. Gonna find a man. That is Jackson. Jackson catches the pass, but no gain on the play. The battle of the undefeated teams here at Kansas State Stadium. 2nd and 10. Johnson Jr. is gonna. He about got sacked right there, but luckily he threw it out of the way. So now we're at a 3rd and 10 here. 3rd and 10, ball to 23. Johnson Jr. gonna sack back to pass. Johnson finds a man, and
Pick.
he finds a man, but he plays for the other team. It is caught by Johnson, and Johnson's going to go to the 50, to the 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 50-10-5, and going into the end zone. Cranka Johnson with an 86-yard pick six. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
That was nice by the Oregon defense. They sent the blitz, man-to-man coverage all across the board, and one of their star defenders, Franka Johnson, just read it like a book and picked it off.
Definitely got to get Riley's take on this from the sidelines. Riley, what was your thoughts on that pick six right there from Cranka Johnson?
I mean, it was a good pick, but I just don't really see why Kansas State went away from the run game on that last set of downs. I know it was that third down, obviously, but I feel like on first down or second, you probably should have kept with going with what was working.
Yeah, definitely does agree. We'll get a chance to talk to Riley here in a bit, but yet we saw the run back there, but no gain on the play from Jackson at the moment. So it'll be a 2nd and 10 here. If I'm Kansas State, I would definitely, like Riley mentioned, keep run committed. But we'll see how this third drive is going to be. Johnson Jr. gonna find a man. He's gonna run it over. Oh, that's gonna be a legal forward pass, and it is. That's gonna be a 5-yard penalty, I believe.
It's costly penalty, but Electric, he has good pocket, so we'll see what he does here on third down.
3rd and 14, ball to 21. Johnson Jr. Got plenty of time in the pocket. He's gonna throw it deep. He's got a man, but he
Picked
plays for
again.
the other team. This time, catch by Woodyard, and gets himself his second straight interception of the day.
This Oregon defense is really playing well, and I don't know. I think Electric is switching something up here. This Oregon defense already forcing 2 turnovers. I mean, they're playing their tails off right now. They just need to keep this momentum up. See if
Yeah,
they try to
definitely.
score.
I definitely a different scene of quarterbacks here. So that was kind of crazy. Yeah, Electric definitely is not liking that play at all. Didn't even jump. But nevertheless, it's going to be a first and 10 for the Ducks here. We got 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Dom's going to hand it off to Swift. Swift's going to run up in the middle. Swift's going to got himself plenty of room to run, and this time he's going to get himself stopped at the 47. Tyler Swift, 13-yard gain right there.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's Oregon's first down of this game, and I feel like and it was on the ground, so Electric's really focused on rushing the passer. I can
Yeah, and
tell.
Swift get himself a gain of 2 right there. Talk about a phenomenal job. But that's going to do it here at the end of the first quarter with a tie game between both Kansas State and Oregon. Let's go ahead and get to our silent reporter, Riley. Riley, give us your take as far as what we've seen in that first quarter right there.
I mean, not a whole lot from Oregon on the offensive side, but the defense really came in clutch there, getting those 2 picks. And then Kansas State was running all over Oregon until they started passing the ball. So we'll just see how they can get back in it. And yeah.
Alrighty, definitely do appreciate that. But Riley, as we now see Swift give himself a gain of, I believe it's a gain of 3 at the moment. So we got a 3rd and 5 here. What's going to be the game plan on this third down conversion, Lamar?
I think that they're gonna try to pass it. Obviously, third and medium. I think you got to go to the air, but we'll see what they do here.
3rd and 5. Let's see what the Ducks can do. The crowd is rocking it here. 3rd and 5. Play clock's winding down to 10. I don't know. I think the Ducks are trying to be able to do something here. Here comes the Dimes. Dimes going to throw it to Bamba, and he's going to give himself a first down, Ducks.
Beautiful, beautiful. Just they read the defense and they saw that nobody was guarding the running back. So, um, and it turns into a first down.
Yeah, very phenomenal first third down conversion right there. But yeah, we're gonna see how that's gonna play off as we now get a 1st and 10. Swift is himself only a gain of 3 right there. 2nd and 7, ball 35. I mean, one thing about the Ducks though, they are moving the ball, and that's something that they desperately need to do is start moving the chains. Dimes runs up in the middle, gets up a gain of 2 right there. Big third down conversion here. As we see, 3rd and 5. Lamar, you there?
Yeah, I'm just not like every time. I'm just sometimes I won't talk. So
Yeah, that's
very
fine. Alrighty, 3rd and 5. Play clock's winding down to 5 seconds. Dime's gonna hand off to Bomba. Bomba's gonna be first down and more. Bomba's gonna make a man miss, and he's gonna be stopped at the 20-yard line. Great run right there from Bomba here. And that's the type of offense that you want to run, especially if you're Oregon. And let's see how they're gonna do here. Dime's gonna fake handoff to Swift. Dime's gonna get himself a gain of 6 right there. Great run by Dime on that play.
yeah. I mean, Oregon, they're just running the ball down Electric's throat. I mean, we haven't seen a pass play in a little bit, but yeah, he's just really sticking to the ground game.
Something that we kind of saw similar to the very first drive for Kansas State is that they're going to be run committed. And now we will get to the 2-minute warning before the end of the first half. Alrighty. It's going to be a very crucial third down conversion, especially if you're Oregon. Still a tie game here at the second quarter with 2 minutes left on the clock. Third and four. Ball at the 14-yard line. Let's see what they can do here. Gun again. Over to the right side. Here comes Swift. Swift's going to give himself first down and more. He's going to be stopped inside the 10, down at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, it's just run play after run play. I mean, Oregon, they just want to keep it on that ground.
First and goal. Ball at the 6-yard line. I believe Oregon does get ball at half, so this is going to be a great strategy if you're Oregon, as Jen the third, I believe, loses a yard right there.
Surprise, no timeout from Kansas State.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
Go ahead.
Kansas State, they were all over that jet action. They didn't fall for it. They didn't fall for the trickeration, and they were on it.
Second and goal. Here comes Swift, and Swift is going to be down, but yet now we see the first time out from Kansas State here.
And Kansas State, they're notorious for having a really good on defense. We'll see if they're able to stuff Oregon on the 5-yard line. They have 2 plays to do it.
They have the ability, so let's see how they're gonna do. Third and goal. Ball to 5. Dimes. Fake hands off to Swift. That's going to be to Pelham. This time he's going to be short.
That was beautiful. I mean, he saw it. I mean, that reaction time was fast. Like, he got it out, bam, right on it. That was a nice user from Electric right there.
Definitely a great job, but yet it looks like are they going to have go for it here?
I mean, analytics, I mean, fourth
Yeah.
and 5 or less, go for it. We'll see what they
Second
do.
goal.
Fourth and goal. Ball at the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can be able to make this to 6 points here. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Oh boy, is that going to be?
Nope.
Ooh, no, that's going to be a delayed game right there on the Quavion Dimes at the moment.
Now it's just going to be a really short field goal for Oregon.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a very short field goal, but it's going to be this is going to be a very interesting one. With where he's at, the kick is up, and it went right through. Made it in like it was nothing. So good job for Mayhem with less than about 35 seconds left. Yeah, 35 seconds left here at the first half. And we have a 3-point game here, folks.
Yep, we're going to see what Kansas State does next.
For first and 10, ball to 35, 25. My apologies there. Barnett gonna throw it to Hamilton. Hamilton's going to get himself first down. Moore's going to have to be down, and that is the final timeout of the half here.
Yep, is now we'll see if Kansas State is able to get like a big chunk play.
First and 10, ball to 36. Barnett. He's gonna have to throw it deep here. He's got a man deep. It is Davis, and oh my!
I thought he caught it. Wow.
I thought he caught that myself. That was about to be a spectacular play, but turned out to be incomplete. Barnett looking to find a man. He's going to have to throw it here. He's got a man deep. That is badly and
gotta hurry. Gotta go.
Yeah, you gotta hurry. You got to hurry here.
This Electric spike it. Looks like he's not going to.
Well, yeah, that's very good. That is a very good ball move right there. Man. So now they have the ability to get a chance to tie this game up. Let's see if they can be able to do it. 2nd and 5. This will probably maybe be the final play of the half. The kick is up,
Oh,
and we got a penalty here. Roughing the kicker. No, was that roughing the kicker?
whoa, hold on. Kansas State's going
It
for this.
What?
was.
They're not settling for three.
No
Hold on.
way. No
Wait,
way.
what?
What is going on here? Timeout. Timeout. Ducks. I. I.
I don't
I.
understand.
I don't
And
know.
Kansas, yeah, I mean Kansas State, I mean the
They
coach is
had
not
to.
sending out their special team. They're going for this.
They are going for this, but I question this call. I question this because you can just take a three and make it a tie game going to the end of the half. Let's
Very
see.
questionable decision. It's going to backfire if he doesn't get it.
Let's just clear comms and let's see what we're about to watch. Barnett, get the man. See
Wow,
that it backfired.
that was a bad
And
decision.
end of the half right there. I know I ain't the only one that is kind of I'm speechless, but let's go ahead and take it to Riley as far as his thoughts on what we just saw.
I mean, I get you want the touchdown knowing that Oregon's getting the ball, but you take points off the board going for it there. I see what he was going for, but I think you got to take the three knowing Oregon gets the ball back at half, and then if you don't get it, then it's just big mistake.
That was definitely a very costly mistake because now you can either be down by 2 possessions or you gotta hope your defense can do something here. 1st and 10, ball at the 25. The Ducks are back out in the field. Dimes gonna throw it to Christopher, and Christopher's gonna get himself close to the first down mark, but it will be stopped right there by an inch. Alright, let's see what's going to happen. 2nd and 1, ball at the 34-yard line. Let's see how
Got an eye for him look here.
Swift gonna run
Got
up
it.
in the middle. Swift with a tremendous run, probably his best game thus far. Davis hands up, or Dom hands off to Swift. Swift's gonna get himself make a man miss, and the first down once again for Tyler Swift. Tyler Swift, a tremendous game for himself. 54 yards, 9 attempts. Great game for Swift here. Alright, 1st and 10, ball at the 43. Swift's going to try to run to the right side. He's going to get stopped by some linemen right there. This time only a gain of 2 one play. Doms did not like that run that Swift made, but what can you do, especially whenever the line couldn't really do much on that play. 2nd and 8. Dimes throws it to Jen. Jen's going to run himself
He's
all the way
gone.
down. He is gone. Touchdown, Ducks. This has definitely been a very interesting game, especially if you're Kansas State. I mean, let's talk about what's going on at the moment. We've seen the issues right before the end of the first half, and now we're seeing a lot more issues on the defensive side. What are they gonna have to do as far as offensively here, Lamar?
I think that Kansas State, I mean, they haven't really had a big problem moving it. I mean, maybe for a couple of drives, but other than that, they've been moving. I think they just really got to pound the running game here. I mean, that's what's been working out for them. Passing hasn't really played a role other than the end of the first half, but do
First
what they
and
do.
10. Barnett throws it, and Jackson catches it. So even with the pressure, I mean, Barnett still threw it. Very great pass, but now we're going up with the tempo here with the hurry up offense. Barnett.
Like it was picked for a moment.
And looks like Spivey's going to be able to catch that, and very great job as far as Spivey in that tremendous play right there. All right, Barnett trying to throw it. Oh my
Oh! Oh my
God!
God! It could have easily been intercepted. Oh my
Oh
goodness,
my!
that was so close.
That would have been a very horrendous interception, but definitely lucky for the Wildcats here. Barnett makes a man miss. Great run right there. He's got the toughness to be able to break that tackle, and now we're seeing the hurry up offense once again. 3rd and 3, ball to 27. Barnett gets
Got it.
Spivey. Great job. And now we're seeing more of the hurry up offense. Barnett. He's going to run to the middle right there. Gets himself 1st and goal. They are currently inside the 10-yard line and at the 7. 1st and goal. Barnett finds a man, and that is going to be
Oh!
intercepted. 3rd interception of the day, this time by Al Qaeda. That is a horrible name. 1st and 10, ball to 20. Dimes hands it off to Swift. Swift is going to get himself in at the 29-yard line, stopped a yard short. We gotta, after this play, we definitely gotta get to our sideline reporter Riley, who I know is keeping a very close eye on this game as Swift runs up in the middle, and now we will take it over to Riley at the moment. Riley, we gotta get your thoughts on that 3rd interception from the Wildcats. Is the reason why we're at this situation here.
Yeah, I mean, just a big mistake there throwing at the user. The hurry up offense was working really well there, and just big mistake. You can't throw in the coverage like that. But hopefully they can make something happen here and get a stop.
Yeah, let's hope they do. And 2nd and 10, ball 34-yard line. And that'll do it at the end of the quarter with their score Oregon 17, Kansas State 7. Lamar, they are down by 10. They need to do something drastically on defense. What's your take on this?
I mean, we've seen Electric pull some magic out of his book. You know, being down 2 possessions. I mean, this game is far from over. This can be a long 6 minutes for Oregon here. They got to really lock in. They want to win this game.
2nd and 10. Here comes Bamba. Bamba's going to run
There he
over.
goes.
He gone. He is gone all the way to the 5. Gets himself a touchdown, making this a 24-7 game. Bamba with a phenomenal run in the middle. What can I say? This is Big Ten football we're seeing from the Ducks. Not giving Kansas State any mercy at all whatsoever, especially on the offensive side. We might as well take it to our sideline reporter Riley. Riley, man, what a run right there from Bamba to make this a 24-7 game.
Yeah, I mean, just that speed burst is just real killer at the end there. But hope Kansas State's got to run a hurry up offense here and move the ball quickly, or this game's gonna be over really soon.
Yeah, they're going to have to do something quick here. 5 minutes and 51 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Barnett, he's going to run out in the middle. He's going to be able to try to make a man miss, and thankfully he doesn't fumble that ball. Got that toughness in him, like I mentioned before. So Barnett is going to get a chance to move the chains once again. As we see 1st and 10 at 39. He's got Hamilton going to the right side here. Let's see what this Wildcat offense can do. Fournette looks to find a man. He's got himself a man, and it's going to be stopped at the midfield. Bradley Dams with the catch.
I mean, yeah, you got to go fast here. I mean, this is big. I mean, coming back from 17 with 5 minutes to go against a really good team. So yeah,
Fournette looks to find a man. He's got a
going
man
deep.
deep, and it's
Caught
going to be
it!
caught, but no touchdown. Oh my gosh! Stops close to the right there. Stop at the one. Jesus, I can't even talk. Fournette's going to hand off to Jackson, and this time a touchdown.
They're
So
gonna go for two here.
yeah, they definitely are. Let's see what they can do. Barnett gonna have to find a man, and this time
That was beautiful. High pass, great recognition, and he got the two. That was amazing from what Kansas State just did.
that was definitely awesome to say the least. So now the Ducks get the ball with less than 4 minutes and 44 seconds left.
I wonder if Electric's gonna start run committing here.
This is gonna be a very interesting situation, especially if you are the Wildcats. And looks like Christopher is going to get himself a first down. Great run right there by Christopher. Alrighty, 1st and 10. Ball at the 37. Don's hands off to Swift. Swift's going to run to the right side. No gain, or yeah, gain of 6 on the play. So definitely chewing the clock here, making sure Oregon does not get a chance to get back in this, and looks like
And
there's
they
going to be a
move.
false start, false start on the offense. As you can see, the penalty stats, they've gotten the most penalties in this game. So now it'll be 2nd and 9. Dimes looks to
They brought
throw it.
everybody.
Yeah, they're going to have to.
Lucky that he got there before he got it off.
I mean, this has definitely been all Oregon here when it comes to a game between number one against number two. And number two definitely been having a phenomenal game. 39, ball 38. Let's see what Dimes can do here. Dimes looks to find a man, and it's gonna be.
What?
Oh my
What
gosh!
the?
Good
What
luck,
was
bro.
that?
Oh my
What the
gosh!
hell? That's literally intercepted.
Sucks when
Hold
it's
on.
not you, isn't it?
Oh man, he's got words. Oh man, these two do not like each other. This is more game.
Oh boy! 1st and 10, ball to 40. Swift breaks the man, but yet loses a yard right there. That
Swift's
is.
wear and tear is crazy.
Oh, this post game interview is going to be so interesting. 2nd and 11, ball to 41. Dimes.
He's
He's
got
going
him.
to throw it deep, and no. Trying to seal the deal, trying to put the door on the casket right there for Kansas State, but unfortunately it was incomplete. 3rd and 11, ball to 41. Dickey's going to the right side. Dom's going to hand off to Bamba. Bamba's going to get stopped. And that was great run commit by the Wildcats right there. And this is going to be a very interesting call. They're going to stay or they're going to bring the punt team out. And it looks like they're staying. 4th and 8. with close to 2 minutes left in this game. And we will go to the 2 minute warning here.
This is probably the biggest fourth down of this entire ball game right here, unless something else happens. I don't know if Oregon's going to bring out the punt unit. It looks like they're going to.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a very crucial drive for the Wildcats here. Oh, look at
Electric's.
that. That is a beautiful, but if only if it was at the 1 yard line, but no, it's going to be at the 14-yard line.
I mean, Electric's got to score fast here. Call any timeouts.
1st and 10, ball at the 14-yard line. Barnett's going to get Jackson to the right side. Barnett looks to find a man deep, and that is Black right there. Great catch. He's got that dog in him, but here we go with
Gotta
the
go
hurry up
fast.
offense.
This one play, he's already got it to the 36. That's huge.
Yeah, very great play right there from Black. Barnett. Excuse me.
I mean, if you're Electric, I mean, you can settle for 3. Dude, keep in mind.
Barnett looks to find a man. Can't find anybody open. That is Jackson. Jackson catches it.
I mean, he had
Past
all the time in the
midfield.
world.
Stop at the 33-yard line. That is 2 back-to-back plays we are seeing. Both caught. Let's see. Barnett finds a man, and that no.
I think that drag underneath with the tight end was open. I just couldn't tell. I think it was.
Had to have been, to say the least. But 2nd and 10. This is going to be a very interesting 2nd and 10 here. Barnett looks to find a man. He's going to go to the right side, and Barnett's going to get a loss of 2 right there. This is going to be probably the most crucial 3rd down in this game.
It depends on the kicker, too.
Barnett
Out route.
to
Got
Adams.
him.
No,
Didn't get it.
No. The official saying he was stopped short. Barnett looks to find a man. Barnett's gonna give it off to Sahara, and Sahara's gonna make a man miss. If I was him, I would have just caught it and go down because time is running out here with less than 46 seconds left on the clock. Barnett. And gonna get sacked right there. Now you have to use one of your timeouts. 2nd and 13. Barnett looks to find a man. He's got Bradley, but no. First and goal though. But that would have been a touchdown with the animation. But nevertheless, 1st and goal here. Barnett's gonna hand it off to Jackson. Jackson's gonna lose a couple, maybe 2 yards right there. And a timeout being called by the Wildcats. You can see we are just silent up in the booth. This is very crucial. 2nd and goal. Ball to 4. Barnett got himself a man and touchdown. Kansas State. Joe Jackson was the intended receiver making that touchdown. And now they're going to have to go for 2 here. 2-point conversion at the 3-yard line. Let's see what Barnett can do.
Now, think about if Electric took his 3 before half.
And we
This
got a
would be
1-point game.
this would be a 26-24 ball game if Electric took his 3.
We got a 1-point game here.
It comes down to an onside kick.
And it's coming down to an onside kick. I am at the edge of my seat on this one. And the timeout being called by the Oregon Ducks. Man. Oregon. Let's see what they can do here. Kansas State going to try to go for the onside kick. See if they can be able to recover it. Kansas State kicks it. Pickens Jr. catches it, and that's going to do it here at Kansas State Stadium. What a game. What a phenomenal job by this Oregon team right here. Both doing tremendous things on offense. Got them down to a one-score game, and that should do it here with your score: Oregon Ducks 24, Kansas State 23. Let's go
Yeah,
ahead
what a
and get
win.
what a win. Let's go ahead and take it to the head winning coach of the Ducks, none other than the man himself, Mayhem Tomorrow. Mayhem, you got a copy?
Yeah, got a copy.
Congratulations on the big win. Before this game even started, what was going through your mind whenever you or found out that you're going to be facing a tough team like the Wildcats here?
Yeah, I mean, they're a good team, no doubt. I would consider big games like teams that make it to the championship or even the semifinals. So, I mean, we knew we were going to come in, handle business. I mean, we out-physicaled them the whole game, got a little cute on defense, had a missed wide-open touchdown. It could have easily been, a blowout, but it is what it is. I'm proud of the guys for how they played, and I think that we've established where we are in the league. I'm tired of everyone acting like I'm not up there, so I'm glad that all the haters got to be quiet now.
Do you think this was a very huge statement that you made against Electric here?
I think it's a statement to people that don't think I'm good at the game. I don't think it's a statement to myself. I mean, I expected to come in and win this game. The user defense was incredible. The defense as a whole was incredible. We certainly didn't play well at all and still came away with the win. So, again, I think everyone on the Oregon team expected to win this game. Like I said, we consider big games teams that can make it to the championship game and win championships. So this was just another week for us, but I'm glad for everyone else that doesn't think that I'm that guy. Now they can kind of see it a little bit. So
Then, of course, another thing, too, and this will be my last question before we get to Lamar and Riley is this the motivation that you need that will help you throughout the rest of the season?
we don't need any motivation. We've got all the motivation that we need. We don't need any more motivation. If you're looking for motivation, then that's a you problem. We've got everything we need, and we're ready to go compete. Undisputed number one team, I think. Undisputed number one user. But we'll just go do what we got to do, and we'll be in the championship game hopefully, and go from there.
All right, let's go ahead and take it over to Mr. Lamar. Lamar, do you have any questions or comments you want to say to Mayhem?
Yeah, Mayhem. Looking back at it, your defense forced, I believe, 3 interceptions.
Hmm.
They played phenomenal. I mean, you got a lot of star players. So, how are you gonna continue to use them going forward? In games like this.
I think that I've always been very defensive oriented, just kind of building this program. It's you can score on a lot of people, but when you can play defense and lock people down, it's an advantage. So the recruiting that we've done has certainly paid off. I think that, our defense has kind of always been the strength of our team. I'm not, going to do 8 audibles a play and, roll out and try and glitch catch and stuff like that. So, I just, when you have a defense, you can counter that a little bit. I think that, we're in a good position now, and we just got to keep everyone healthy. The last 3 years, it feels like we've had a key player get hurt at some point down the stretch. So hopefully everyone can stay healthy into the playoffs this year on the defensive side.
All right. Well, congratulations, Riley.
No questions really, but what do you think you can do going forward to fire off a little bit quicker on offense? Obviously, the defense really gave you a little bit of a boost in the first half.
Yeah, I think just unlucky. I think, we offensively first play, to get sacked 3 times on the opening drive when we've got guys double teamed and everything was a little crazy. So, it's nice to be at home field advantage and have all those advantages, but we just hung in the game and played our game. I think that we got a little too running confident late in the game. I think we should have opened it up. We had that 1 touchdown pass that for some reason just missed, even though it was a perfect throw. So, other than that, though I thought we played well. I just obviously starting offensively, we used a different playbook and everything coming into this game because I didn't want to. Should we ever face this team again sometime in the playoffs, like we didn't want to bring out the full offense. The bottom line is this game doesn't really matter to us like long term. So, I think some of that stuff's just playbook related, like trying to figure out what I wanted to do. But, I think that we definitely got to start faster. It would have been nice to have scored and then gotten that interception, obviously. But, it's not always going to go the way you want it to go. It's what you can make out of it.
Very well said, Blake. Congratulations on the win, and let's go ahead and get a chance to talk to the other side of
Yeah,
this
go Ducks.
game. Definitely. Let's go ahead and talk to Mr. Electric Days. Electric, do you have a copy?
Yo, what's up?
All right. First of all, I mean, you played a tremendous game. I mean, you started off a rough patch, and then you came close right there. But talk to us. What's going through your mind after a crucial loss like this against a very good team like Oregon?
Um, you said crucial. This is not crucial at all. At the end of the day, this is not conference play. So this loss means absolutely nothing to me. The only time it would matter is if I lost to DBJ or Kansas. That would matter a lot to me. But losing to Oregon, we only lost by one after throwing three picks. I was expecting to get blown out after throwing that second pick, but we kept it close game. Defense did great. Sometimes we broke down, sometimes we didn't. The offense, you know, it's just the offense, right? We had
Yeah.
to switch two QBs between Avery and Blake because I wanted to run the ball with the QB more. Uh, he was able to break away with the pass rush. So that's what happens when you have 90 overalls versus 80. So you got to run out the pocket. So that's why we brought in Blake Barnett and went from there.
Yeah, very well said. I mean, what's something that you feel like you need to work on throughout the rest of the season, especially on the offensive side of the ball?
Offensive side, I feel like we did really good at the very start, and I
Yeah.
feel like the pass plays, is in a real way. I feel like we could have uh, picked out some different concepts, mixed it up against Oregon because they kept looking at that in route, that 10 yard in route. So it was good to get that user for him to look at that and not look at the corner route that was going to be a touchdown every time. But sadly, I wasn't looking at it too. But yeah, that's what happens. Three picks of we had three times we threw picks on three touchdowns that I had in all times of those drives. So I don't know what more to say. We threw the ball also with him saying I glitched the game. I don't. I just know what coverage you're running, and also GG. But
Very well said. Lamar?
Yeah, so on that, I think it was late in the first half. I mean, what made you want to go for it instead of taking the three before half?
one, this game has to be utterly dumb. There's not no way where the very first pick that I thrown, not the very first, the second pick that I thrown was Davis not catching the ball. It was a high pointed ball, not a high pointed. It was a straight bullet pass ball right to Davis, and he gets mossed, and he didn't jump at all. So that was a little bull crap, but it is what it is, right? Um,
Yeah.
what made me not go for it? What made me go for the touchdown instead of the field goal? Um, if you could see on the YouTube, you could see I had two corner routes and I had two in routes. One was playing at exactly the touchdown line, and one was playing behind it. So the plan was to high point it and throw it behind the linebacker, and apparently the game didn't register me high pointing the ball. So that was another touchdown we missed out on. So it is what it is, and we just keep moving.
All
All
right, well, that's
right.
all I got.
Riley?
No questions, really. Obviously, not the outcome you wanted, but definitely expect to see you in the playoffs. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I know. I say the same thing. Can't wait to play this team again.
Definitely a very tremendous game, and of course, definitely need to talk to Riley and Lamar as far as our final takes of the games, guys. We've seen a tremendous game, but in the end, was all Oregon right there. I'm going to take it off to Lamar. Lamar, give us your final thoughts on this game.
Well, I'm gonna say Oregon. I mean, they kind of got let off late in the game. I mean, Kansas State, um, just really close. Really, they almost came back, but they didn't. Oregon, they held the door. They got the win. They had control of the entire game from start to finish, and they played phenomenal. I mean, Kansas State losing to the number two team in the country. I mean, it's not going to hurt you. I mean, you haven't started conference play yet. You still haven't lost anybody else outside of that. So, I mean, Kansas State. I mean, they've got the schedule to go 11-1. So, I mean, they just got to rebound. They got it. They'll definitely make the college football playoff.
Alrighty, and of course, Riley, give us your final thoughts on what a phenomenal game that we just got done seeing here.
Yeah, I mean, great game by both teams, and obviously no shock to see either of these teams win that game. And I think it's definitely a game that we could see in a national championship later in the season.
Definitely a potential national championship game that we could be calling. But hey, thank you guys so much for tuning in to the HBL YouTube channel. We have a lot more story for you guys. Not to mention, we have the regular season enders this coming Wednesday and Thursday. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to the HBL YouTube channel. And from everybody here in HBL, I am Jake saying so long, and we'll see you guys next time.